What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. Evelyn is suing OG for defamation of character, for calling her a racist. Evelyn, girl, I really believe, first of all, I hope OG does not return back to that television show. That's one. Two, I hope that Evelyn understands that they could just use that clip of her calling an Asian woman Ling Ling and use that as support to show you may not be racist and you may not be a bigot, but you're practicing bigotry. You're practicing it. You may not be it, but you're damn sure practicing it. And you are also using European standards of beauty to say that OG is not attractive and to say that Evelyn is attractive. So I was just listening to Armand Wiggins' show, and he had some people on there who were saying, like, we're just going to call a thing a thing. OG is not attractive. If you use European standards of beauty, no, she's not. Those strong features, those cheekbones, that melanin, that wide nose, those big lips, that's what it looks like when you don't have nothing else inside of you. When your ancestors weren't raped, that's what that looks like. So y'all have a skewed idea of what pretty is. Now, if you were from Africa and you would see what their standards of beauty are before being colonized and all that other bullshit, then you would see OG is not ugly. Using European standards of beauty as a barometer, you would say that she was quote unquote unattractive, ugly, hard body, strong features, strong black ass, strong African features. That's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. When you don't have any Native American, when you don't have any white, when you don't have any Spanish, when you don't have any, none of that, when you are African, that's what you look like, okay? From where she's from. When you are Nigerian, these are, and then even in that, you can see a range of, a spectrum of complexions as well amongst Nigerian folks. Come on. So for you to sit up there and say, I'm so butthurt, your ego, look at your ego. And let me tell you something. If Evelyn did not believe that she was beautiful and that a man that she has laid down with would never think that a woman she compared to an orangutan was beautiful, she would have never called her abuser to ask him to help her validate her ego. Ego is what put her in the bushes. The ego is what had her calling her abuser. The ego is what has her so hurt, so bruised, that this woman who is calling out what we all know is underlying, that's colorism. And what Evelyn is doing is colorism. And because Evelyn can be Afro-Latino, whatever the fuck she wants to be, does not mean she's incapable of practicing colorism. We know what colorism is. We know what the brown paper bag test is. We know what all that shit is. Men and women look at black people and they want to ask, what do you have in you if you don't have strong features? If your hair is wavy, what do you mix with? What you have in you? Because you know if you in this, anywhere in this land, honey, you mix with something. Okay? What OG looks like is somebody who does not have anything in her besides where she came from. Do you understand? So saying, anybody, if you want to say, you can say OG is ugly. Everybody is not for everybody. OG clearly has people who are attracted to her. So whether you think she's ugly because you're using European standards of beauty as your barometer, whatever it is, but we know the way that people are engaging with her on this show, like saying she doesn't belong on the show, she's too aggressive, she's always talking about. Yes, you cannot tell a person how to act after they've been antagonized. After you done fucked with them and poked them and poked them and poked them. That is the reason why when that girl said, Ocho Cinco wanted me, and Evelyn's initial response was like, girl, please. Why? Because you don't think she's attractive. You don't think she's attractive. And why don't you think she's attractive? Why are you worried about what kind of clothes she wears, if they're real or fake? Why are you so worried about OG? Why are you so pressed about OG? You so pressed about this woman. Maybe she did know. And maybe she thought that Chad was going to help her out. Maybe she really thought that. But no, Evelyn, your ego has you filing lawsuits. You guys are on this show practicing something that has been a detriment in our community. And you're doing it, and you're going to act like we're supposed to sit back and be entertained by it. To the point where you say you only get, how many, Shawnee said, 3%? So the 3% that you're showing me is that you are able to exercise and practice colorism and want us to sit back and consume it as entertainment in the times that we are today. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Evelyn, you want to be Afro-Latino this week? That's fine. You're Afro-Latino fighting, going head to head with a continental African woman. All right? You say she's ugly. Based on what? You believe her face is ugly? What? She has a nice body. She has a job. She has a boyfriend. But in your mind, you don't believe that she's beautiful. You don't think she's cute. I just really believe that it's time to just call it a wrap. I can't even see why anybody would want to even run ads or run ads during the airing of this show. Because I'm interested in seeing what endorsements Evelyn had. Endorsements. Endorse for what, honey? What are you promoting? Some earrings with some butterflies on it that you got made on AliExpress? What are we talking about, Evelyn? What have you lost endorsements for? And at the end of the day, the fighting, the conflict, everybody's entertained. We could be entertained by conflict, but we are not entertained by bigotry. We're not entertained by colorism. You think OG is ugly. You have a problem with OG. You have an aversion to OG. She just doesn't fit in. Why? Because she doesn't look like the rest of y'all. Y'all not gonna act like this shit doesn't exist. And y'all not gonna act like, oh, I don't think Evelyn is a racist, because why would she come to Costa Rica in cornrows? Do you know how many white women have biracial children and hate black people? Do you? Do you know how many biracial children whose black ass father then left their white mother, and the white mother starts calling her children niggers? Do you know that these men and women lay down with black people and hate them? Do you know that? So don't say that Evelyn, she can't be racist or she can't be a bigot. Yes, she can. And she can practice it. And she can be that. I don't give a damn if she has cornrows and she went down to Dominican Republic and got 12 butts injected into her. She can still be anti-black. She can still be a bigot. And she can still have an issue with people who don't fit her standards of beauty and say they don't fit in. So we're not going to act like that. But Evelyn, your ego. Not only that, you're taking L's. People want to know, do you think that if OG, now see, listen, do you think that if Evelyn came at Jennifer like that, would we be responding in the same way? No, because Jennifer has European. Look at Jennifer's nose. Look at Jennifer's lips. Look at her features. They're very much Eurocentric. No, she wouldn't have said that, because Evelyn doesn't think that that girl is ugly. She would never call Jennifer a monkey, because Jennifer doesn't have strong features and she's not as dark. We're gonna call it what it is. We can have, how many people, their grandparents, light skinned, lighter complected, have said things about dark? Come on, that is what is in our community, right? That's what is within our community, and it exists, so people are getting called out for it, and Evelyn is being called out. That's it, period. That's all I have to say about it. Evelyn, your ego is going to get you fucked up, and it's going to get you even worse than losing endorsements. It's going to get you losing a lot of things. You need to sit down and be quiet and take these L's and take it as a learning lesson. That's what you need to do. Peace.